One thing about me is I'm gonna make you fall in love with God. Very because she woke up before I could get myself ready. Good morning, my loves. Welcome back to the channel. In today's vlog, I do have a lot planned out. I plan to bring you guys along our day with my baby girl at work. But before we do all that, of course, you guys already know we're about to get into our Bible study. The reason as to why I'm still in my robe is because I've just finished my Bible study right now, and so I want to go and change into my workout clothes so I can come and get my 30-minute workout before my baby girl wakes up. My hubby just left for work as well, and so it's just me and my baby girl. I want to start getting myself ready for the day before she does wake up, so that when she wakes up I am on to her. What I have planned is a lot actually going on, because today I do have to also prep our breakfast and lunch that we shall enjoy while we are at work. But before we get into all that, you guys already know I'm not going to let you go without the word, or we shall not proceed without the word. So while I'm still fresh from the spirit, my Bible is right here with me. I just finished my Bible study. We are going to go into it together. Today's word is coming from the book of Luke, chapter 18, verses 1 up to 7. I'm going to read and explain, so please follow along with me. Consider this a mini Bible study with Kathy. I always tell you guys that one thing about me is I'm going to make you fall in love with God. I'm going to make you fall in love with reading your word, because that is the only way you are going to see God. Most of us keep saying, I don't see God, I don't hear God, but you're not reading his word. You're not reading his word. You're not building your faith. The Bible literally says faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word. That means you hear God by his word. So it is while you are reading his word, it is while you are studying his word, that you are going to hear him and encounter him. So let's get into it. Luke 18 chapter 1, it says, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Okay, this was Jesus speaking a parable unto his disciples, and he tells them men ought to pray and not to faint. And the Bible says men ought to pray and never cease. Okay, so we are supposed to be praying in and out, day by day, never stopping to pray. Verse 2 says, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not God, neither regarded man. So this judge did not fear God, neither did he regard man. Verse 3 says, and there was a widow in that city, that same city where this man was, there was a widow. And she came unto him, saying, avenge for me mine adversary. And he would not for a while. This widow came to this judge, saying, avenge for me. And this judge would not for a while. Okay? But afterward he said within himself, afterward the judge said within himself, though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubles me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. In his wisdom, he knew that if I do not help this lady, if I do not avenge this widow, she is going to make me tired, because she always comes to me telling me the same thing. I'm gonna get tired. Okay, so in his wisdom he knows that, and therefore because of that he decides to avenge for her. Because of that he decides to do what this widow is asking him to do. Verse 6 says, and the Lord said, hear that the unjust judge saith. So he's telling his disciples, hear what this unjust judge is saying. Like, he understands that if this widow comes to me every single time asking and begging me for the same thing and I don't do it, I am going to get tired. Okay, so he knows that. So the Lord tells his disciples, hear what he is saying. Verse 7, which I really love, says, and shall not God avenge his own elect? So the Lord is telling his disciples, and shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? I tell you, that is verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Okay? If the unjust judge knows how to avenge for this widow, even if he does not fear God, neither does he regard any man, how about God, your Father, okay, that you go to praying and crying to every single day? This is why you need not to cease. Pray and not faint. Pray and not cease, because the Lord is hearing you. And the Bible has said that I tell you, he will avenge them speedily. Like he will do that thing that you are asking him to do speedily. Let that be your confidence. Even if you're praying and not seeing results, let this be your confidence that he will avenge. He will do what you are telling him to do, and he will do it speedily. If this judge knows how to do what this widow is telling him to do in his own wisdom, without him even fearing God, without him even regarding any kind of man, but he knows that if I don't help this lady, I'm going to get tired because she always comes to me asking for the same thing. How about God, whom you are praying to and not ceasing? Most of us pray for a day or two or a month, and then with no results we cease and we stop and we faint and we forget about it. But listen to what the Bible says. It says, and shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Let this be your confidence today, to know that the reason as to why we pray without ceasing is because the Lord is hearing us, and he will avenge us speedily. He will do what we are asking him to do speedily. Okay, so while I was meditating on this word, I was like, I need to come on here and also share with my people. So the Lord works for all of us speedily, as long as we are praying and not ceasing to pray. It is time for my workout, so let's get into it. Now, before we get into my workout, I actually figured that I could start on cooking my breakfast and lunch that I'm going to pack to work before I actually start to work out. So while it is cooking and boiling, I'm also here working out, killing two birds with one stone. Okay, we have to be smart with our time before the baby actually wakes up. So I'm going to go on and then boil my sausages and my eggs on the other side, so that all those things get cooking while I am also working out. For my workout, I also have an update. I did actually upgrade into an advanced workout. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. This workout is very challenging, but I'm loving it and I'm enjoying it. So let's get into it. My workout routine has actually changed. I recently discovered this channel. She's a mom fitness trainer, but she does a lot more of strength training than just the usual cardio that I do with Girl with Jojo. So on a day when I feel like cardio, I go in for Girl with Jo. I've not yet ditched my girl. I love her so much. On a day when I love a quick hit, I just go in with Girl with Jo. But now that my core, I'm getting back my strength, my core is in, I'm starting to strength train and I'm starting to incorporate some weights in. So this is the channel that I go for, because she gives you very nice HIIT workouts, but with either your body weight or with a weight, at least a dumbbell, and I'm loving it. So let's get into it.
And
After my workout, I made sure to freshen up super quick and real fast, and before I could make it out of the shower, my baby girl had already woken up, you guys, and this girl can crawl now. If I take long, mind you, when she wakes up, she does not even cry. Like, she will not let you know that she is awake. You just have to keep looking into her, peeping through to see if she is awake. So what she does is she crawls around the bed until she falls down. Yesterday she had her biggest fall because I had her from the next room. I did hear her and my heart sank. But when I found her, you guys, she wasn't even crying. I don't know if this girl is okay or not, but she rarely cries, you guys. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but so far I think I'm gonna take it as a good thing because I cannot stand a crying baby. Anyway, before I could make it out of my shower, while I peeped in, I saw she had already woken up, so I rushed out, just moisturized my body, put my dress on, and then made sure to go and get her before she gets herself down again. So just gave her first feed of the morning. She usually has 2 feeds in the morning. One immediately she wakes up, and then the other before we shower. So she lets me shower her nicely without her disturbing. I don't think I'm going to do her hair today because my girl is also teething so bad. So she has this temperature, which I think comes with a headache. So I'm not going to touch her hair. I'm just going to give her a headband to accessorize without doing her tutus that we usually do. So after that first feed I told you guys about, I made sure to set up her shower area. As you can see in the background, it is ready, just waiting for me to go and shower her. And after the second feed that I'm giving her, we are going to move on to showering her and then get her ready for the day so we can head to work early enough. My baby girl all nice and clean. It just started pouring, you guys, outside, and it's a lot of rain. Pray for us. And let me just get my girl dressed and then we see what's next. My baby girl all nice and ready for the day. We have a little dressy matchy going on. Underneath I did put a long bodysuit, long armed bodysuit, because it's raining outside. I don't even know if we'll be able to make it to work, but hopefully it stops raining so we can go. And then because of that, I did a long sleeved bodysuit underneath. Of course she has her bow because I've not done her tutus. And then we have a little sleeveless dress going, just like the one mommy is wearing. So we have a little floral dress, matchy. Thank you, my love. Moment, as you guys can see. And then my girl is teething so bad, so she is very fussy. She's crying. She's trying to get her gums and all that, but I hope she gets better. She's supposed to go through this. There's nothing I can do about it. Just ease the process for her by consoling her and, you know, being there for her while she grows her teeth. Anyway, I'm just gonna make sure I feed her so she's not very fussy. Lay her down for a minute, clear up my table over there, do my final touches of my jewelry and everything in between, and then head to the kitchen to pack our lunch box. I am thinking, since it's raining, while we wait for the rain to subside down a little bit, we could have our breakfast here. So when we get to the shop, it is just business and not eating anymore. So we might need to pivot and do that just in case it does not stop raining anytime soon. But if it does stop raining, I'll make sure to pack everything, our breakfast, thank you my love, our breakfast, our lunch, so we can enjoy it while we are out of the house. Say hi to the people. So let me let you guys watch the baby while I clean up. Sit here. I don't watch you. Oh, I think for I love you. I love you. This I'm gonna put away, tuck this away in the corner over there so they'll be ready for our next shower, which will be in the evening when we return from work. I love to go in with my everyday jewelry because my girl is a little grabby. That means I can't put on anything extra or she will grab it and cause an injury. So I just try to keep it simple by going in with my everyday jewelry. Very nice and simple. Even if she tries to grab it, she cannot like do too much because they are tiny, you know. So that's the whole plot. And then my everyday necklace, just this silver one. I love it so much. I've had this necklace for years, just like that, nice and simple. And finally my watch, because we need to keep time on everything that we do. I keep looking behind because I'm trying to also watch the baby while I finish up with all this. Just like that. A little bit of my gloss, but it is in my bag, so I'll do that later on. And I'm ready for the day. Forgive my hair. I did book in my hair appointment for this weekend. I'm gonna get it done, I promise. God help me. I've not had time in between during the week, but very soon this weekend hopefully I'm gonna get it done and dusted because I'm also tired of it. I don't like how it looks now and we need to get things together. Okay, so let's go get our lunchbox ready. We had to pivot and have breakfast while it was pouring outside, and after we had breakfast I made sure to prepare our lunchbox so that by the time our Uber got here everything was nice and prepped. For lunch I did do some chicken sausages which I air fried this morning. While I was working out, my sausages were air frying, and then I also did some boiled eggs which I also boiled in the morning, and then I also did some leftover samosas from our breakfast. They were veggie samosas. I also did an orange for a snack. My girl loves her oranges, so every time we have some I make sure to pack some for her so she can snack on it after her lunch. And that is how our lunch box turned out. Super nice and easy, well covered. I love that for us. Put that aside, and then I moved on to something else, which was our drinks. For our drinks, I did pack my girl her apple juice. I also did her water, and I also did my water on the side. Just like that, you guys. Our Uber got here. We hopped into our Uber. Thank God by the time it had stopped raining and the weather was calm and normal. My baby girl is teething and it can show on her face, you guys. She is so sad and irritated about each and everything. This Uber guy was very much talkative, so we had to talk and chat the whole journey, which I loved because I mean once in a while you find somebody that actually loves to chat. So we did that and then just proceeded to work.
When you're feeling bad about yourself, how come they say love will heal everything when it hurts like hell? Can you travel the world when you don't know your way around? How can you run anywhere when your feet won't even touch the ground? So many thoughts inside of your head. I've said it before. To dance instead.
made it to work safe and sound. Glory to God. Make sure to open up the shop, put the lights on per usual, and then move on to spend the day here with my baby girl. And just like that, you guys, that was our morning routine before coming to work. I do this every single day without fail, because that is how you build a discipline for yourself. You know, those small tiny habits later become everything you need to go through life. Just like that, we spent our day here, enjoyed it, and thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comment section below how you guys are loving this series. Also comment down below motherhood if you are enjoying them, and until next time, you guys, bye bye.